Shalom. Salama. Siemi. Shalom. Greetings to all my Israelite brothers and sisters from around the world. Whether you're the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the house of Israel, or you're a Gentile grafted into the house under the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, I welcome you this morning. Sorry, family, I started a little later than normal. I'm not gonna lie, I was going through some things. And when I do that, I always have to say, well, Father, am I going to go on to do it alive? Or will I just calm, calm it or cool out for the day? Because in anything I do with this channel, I try to ensure that I don't want to bring the flesh into it. Because I look at it like this, it's for his glory and it's not for mine. This is just something I get a chance to do. Even though I ask the Most High, well, Father, well, can't I do this and can't I do that? And Father, can't you provide me with this and can I work on that? And we try to bargain with the Most High. That's our nature. Well, Father, let me do this. Father, let me do that. And when we are enduring those hardships, we always ask ourselves, well, Father, why do we have to endure the hardships? Why are we in this predicament? And we ask to be removed from those hardships because nobody likes to be sitting in the hardship. It's not a comfortable feeling. When you've been in a hardship for so long, you can time when that hardship is going to hit you. And you say, Father, I know this is the time. I see it around the corner. I see it coming, going on right here. I see this. I see this. The greatest thing is that because as a people we've gone through hardships, It's something that we are accustomed to. Whether fortunate or unfortunate, it's something we're accustomed to. And as we continue to move in this time, the hardships are beginning to expose itself fully. See, we do not have a problem with exposing hardships. If we see a hardship, if we see things coming down the pipe, we will talk to it, we'll brace ourselves for it, and then we will take the impact. But when that impact comes, oftentimes it's not as hard or it's not as bad as we initially had thought. When that storm comes through on radar, it's looking bad. It's looking like the tornado's going to hit, it's going to touch down, it's going to wipe out the house. The hurricane is going to come through, it's going to move over your area, and everything is going to be bad. And, that's what we have been conditioned to think. It's going to be bad. It's going to stay bad. It's going to look bad. And when it hits me, it's going to be bad. But what the Most High does is he shows you it's bad outside, but it's bad outside for the folks that are not covered by me. And then that puts another perspective and how we're seeing things, how we're dealing with things. So first off, I want to say thank you to someone sharing this with me. They had a quote unquote root work ceremony at the place there in Alabama. I always look at it like this. No matter what goes on or what comes about, Bale is always going to say something to try to take credit. When I when I saw that and they had shared that, I said, "Okay, well, do you want to know why Elijah told the people to seize the prophets of Baal and to destroy them?" That was the Most High working in Elijah. Because you want to know why? Because the prophets of Baal will always try to take credit for something that the Most High accomplished. And that's the thing that immediately came to mind. What do you think's going to happen when prophecy comes to pass? Well, it was because we prayed to our ancestors and we worked the roots and we did all this other stuff and we did everything except for call on the name of our Father, Yahuwah. Wrong answer. See, this is why we have to be careful in everything we do and ensure that it's the Most High who always gets the glory. We're talking about this place having the spirit of vanity broken, and you see the spirit of vanity in perfection with the nonsense that goes on. My question would be how many other times were they doing a root work ceremony and nothing happened? This is a brand new day. Because why? Because it's the Most High Spirit that has been awakened on His people. And we have to be truly careful of who gets the glory. It wasn't root working, it wasn't magic, it wasn't all this other wicked things. If anything, what that root working did was embolden the enemy to do what? To do what he naturally does against the Most High's people. If anything, if they want to go that route, they thought because of the root working ceremony that they would be able to do what they have always done for these last 400 years. But the Most High Spirit was on his people. I would think in that direction, to be quite honest. I'm talking about performing something that brought us into captivity. and that was going to help in our captivity is madness. I'm going to embolden their principality so then they can do what they thought that they were going to do, and then it backfired when our people ran to the aid of a brother that was being pummeled on. If you don't know, that is what is currently happening right now with Niger. Shout out to brother Jacoba. And I look at these channels. I look at the Gentile channels. I like to have the argument and the counter argument. I like to see the perspective on both sides. And you could tell that they're missing the spiritual aspect when you're listening to the Gentiles or Gentile leading channels. And when they see that something has been empowered that has not been allowed by the current system, everyone panics. And you see the panic on their face. And guess what? They try to say, we're going to get back. We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. See, it's kind of funny because we're now hitting that 1 year anniversary of that pipeline being blown up. I think it was last October, November. And now they the West is watching their pipeline dream being quote unquote blown up. Hey, we don't need to worry about Russian oil. We're just going to go through Africa. We're going to pipe it through this main corridor of Niger that will then go into Algeria, and bam, it is in the land. Running into the Mediterranean Sea, and we got what we need. And their plans are going to folly. They're coming to naught. And so now they're thinking, oh, that's easy. Let me hit the easy button. I'm going to have the other nations do our folly and do our bidding. We're seeing this thing happen in real time. I don't know how to tell you all this, but this is a perfect demonstration of how white supremacy has operated. The Most High was going to expose in this time, and now you were witnessing. Now we're witnessing this all happen because we're not doing it. They're doing it. They're showing it. And the reason they're showing it is because they are in a desperate situation. How much oil can we send on over to Europe? The US does not have that much oil anymore because the US has gone through its strategic reserve. We were talking about this April and May of last year. Now oil prices are shooting up. Gas prices are shooting up. Probably by the end of this year, we're going to be seeing $5 a gallon gas. Because why? Because they have to either backstop the EU or we just leave them on the island all by themselves. And chances are, because this is an election year, EU is going to be going through some punishment and some pain. They're going to be in the hurt locker. And the problem that Europe is facing is that you have a more united Africa and a less divided Africa. Do we see the parallels? Because Judah and Ephraim, Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Our oppression occurred on this side of the water. Their oppression occurred on the borders of the land. Now you can see the formula that was used on both of our people. But we didn't know the tactics. We did not know the techniques. We didn't know the procedures. And now it's all being exposed because it's like, well, wait a second. Well, I see you're doing this. I see you're saying that. I see you're moving like this. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's no big deal. No, we don't do that all the time. And then you see the first thing out of Burkina Faso and Mali. We're standing with our brothers. We're standing with our fellow brothers and sisters over in Mali. Excuse me, Niger. Now they're going to go in. I can tell you that from many technical aspects, especially when it comes to the economic disposition that Europe is in. They have to go in. Make no mistake about it. They have to go in. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to ensure that they are shoring up their colonial ties through Nigeria, through Senegal, through Ivory Coast, all of their colonial vassal states, for lack of better words. And they have to go in now. If you've ever noticed how a critical point is, it's not 30 days. It's not 14 days. It's 7 days. They're not going to give them. They already did the 7 days. They're going in right now. I would not be surprised that they're floating over ships and other things. The problem is that now France is getting spread thin. This takes a lot to work on things in different nations. Your militaries get stressed. Your operations then get sloppy and less controlled when you're trying to do 15, 16 operations as opposed to three or four, especially if you don't have the same amount of manpower. Because why? Because their manpower was found with our brothers and sisters on the continent. Make no mistake about it. That's how they fight wars. They don't fight, they get our brothers and sisters to fight. That's why they were trying to, by proxy, get the Nigerians to vote to go in to fight. And the Nigerians said, hold up. We're not ready to discuss that just yet. And what that literally did, it stymied the efforts. Because why? Because it shows the model that African presidents supported by the West are puppets. And that really made things look very bad when the Nigerian president said, "Oh, he's going to do this or do that," and then their Senate was like, "Hold up, do you know what that truly means to a country where your mouthpiece for the country isn't even aligned with your Senate?" And then they're going to go to the mouthpiece and they're going to say, "Hey, why aren't your people on board with invading their northern neighbors?" Well, we got ISIS to worry about and we got this to worry about. All of a sudden, ISIS isn't a problem anymore. All of a sudden, Boko Haram isn't a problem anymore. All of a sudden, all these these Arab influenced terrorist organizations, oh man, I'm losing my voice, are no longer a problem. Why are they no longer a problem? I don't know. Your guess is as good as me. But go ahead and start working on getting into Niger. Oh, wait. We were actively engaging with them in this part. And now all of a sudden they just went into the shadows. They got turned off. So we can focus on Niger. And the West will say, yes, yes, hey, that's just what happens. You can read into it. You can, take it how you want to take it. Something is wrong here. That's what they're saying. That's what the people are saying. Something is wrong. Something is going on. You're going to ask us to go up into there. Then black folks will start asking questions. Much needed questions. Take up laws to pass that legislation right now, or we do this, or we do that. I guarantee you that within 30 days, if they don't do anything, mark my words, I said it first on this channel. Nigerians that are listed on out there, please keep us informed because we don't get a lot of your news like that. So I'm just throwing this on out there. I guarantee you, if I'm gonna say not 30 days, in 2 weeks, if the Senate doesn't have a vote to pass military action in 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, let's just by the end of August. Oh, they want them over there now. They don't have time to lose. They really don't have time to lose. They know once you get past August and September happens, and in September you start to get that cool off. October is a good transition month. November, yeah, you're cool. December, you're cold. January, you're freezing. So count that out with me, family. September, October, November, December, January. They have 150 days. Less than that. If you all don't help me, if we don't see anything, look, I'm telling you, there'll be some sort of a terrorist attack. Doesn't that play into, you know, those those one things, those iCards? I'll, I'll let thought camera action. I'll let a brother over at TCA delve into that. On the iCards. Shout out to TCA. He is back with a vengeance. Hallelujah. something in Africa. Well, why is that? Because things are getting cornered. The loss of the support in Africa has actually tanked. It's not bad. It's actually tanked. They have Colonel Douglas McGregor. I listen to a lot of his stuff. He actually has some good analysis. I just have a different perspective on his analysis, which we everybody does when you're when you're an analyst. Oh, I look at it like this. I think of it like that. I think of it, and that's fine. But honestly, I enjoy listening and hearing the content because the political spin, the political minutia that is not there. It's there, right? They always try to preface it. Hey, we're a Western nation. We know we're a Western nation. We need this stuff because nobody wants to talk about their demise. And they get bewildered. Do you want to know what? They get bewildered at us because it's like, hey, we see this coming. We understand that this is coming. Why are you talking about it with this particular gusto? Because, that's portending the demise. So we're looked at with a peculiarity that's contrary to, rational thinking in their minds. They're like, you're in our home and you're going to be affected the same as us because you are in our home. Even though your home is, straw red with a linen on top and, a straw filled pillowcase. You get your basic ration so you can be able to do the functions of the servitude of the new servitude that doesn't seem as servitude-ish. Well, it had to look glorified, in terms of what it is, but it's the same. No, no, no. It's not the same. We gave you this fancy title. And see, we have some of of our showcase folks. This is what you can all attain as long as you do the work, as long as you pull up your bootstraps. Pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and you can be like these black folks over here. Never mind their Boule and Masonic affiliations. That has nothing to do with nothing. Never mind their Masonic tattoos all over their their bodies. That has nothing to do with nothing. What you want to do is we want to show you the movie about somebody's house and how cool that house could be, because why? We want you in a state of covetousness so you don't see the real picture going on. Just keep in a state of ignorance. This is the biggest psychological operation ever done to a group of people, and that happened to be done on us. How many years, how many decades, how many centuries would it be for them to figure this out? I'm sure that is exactly what they have been looking at. Make no mistake about it. I'm just a small channel. I throw in my 2 cents. But the real work is being done on the continent, because why? Because the real resources that they're not able to access anymore. Well, that's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal when heads of state, when particular organizations are not even allowed to have the audience. I'm surprised that they're allowed to land. Oh no, you? Oh, I know who you're about. Nope. Keep flying over somewhere else. I hope you had enough fuel. The only thing I would have been like, y'all can just get fuel. You can taxi on the tarmac and then take right back off. Get what you need to get. You can't even be on the. It's gonna be like you got your FAA rules. You just follow the same thing. Stay on your plane. Nobody's trying to see y'all with whatever quote unquote diplomatic mission you're trying to do. Nope. You don't even get a welcome mat. Nobody's welcoming you. Nobody wants you here. Bounce. My man was on up there doing the at that rally. He was he was giving them that kick rocks. The kick rocks dance. The kick rocks dance is a universal dance that black folks all around the world knows. So when we saw that dude on the stage at that Niger rally doing the kick rocks dance, every black person knew, oh, he's telling them to kick rocks. The Western nations have to go to the token black folks and be like, can you explain to me what they're doing on the stage, and why is that man just continually kicking in midair? He's not kicking a soccer ball or anything else. He's not kicking any trash.
Please tell me, explain to me what's going on. Well, for them, your most honorable one, I believe that's the universal kicking rocks symbol for that black people universally know. He, I think that's they're telling Western nations that they can kick rocks. Okay, um, we're still going to build our pipeline, right? I don't think so. Yeah, they don't know what to do. That's not what that means. No, I think that means that they're on the horsey doing the giddy up. Uh, Gone. Our people don't have any type of decorum in our comments. No, you're not going to come on over here and talk about Yakoba or anyone else on this platform. So, whatever you're dealing with, take it up to the Most High in prayer. It's easy peasy. And we do that, man. We cannibalize ourselves. People are talking about, oh, it's the white folks, it's Gentiles, Gentiles, and we literally have controlled opposition within our own people. Sorry, we're now knowing how to come together and to fight with one another again. All of that scary Negro talk, go to some other scary Negro platforms. You gonna let that person? He's a narcissistic person. Talk all that nonsense. Cause Massa gonna get us. Can't be saying all that. My man is probably like, why'd I get banned? Take your scary behind somewhere else. Oh no, you hear this narcissistic person? I'm sorry. That's the white supremacy talking point right there. Oh my goodness, Roger! If I had you on today, oh my goodness, my platform, my channel would be shut down. I wouldn't even be able to make it to QQA Friday. Oh my goodness. Apologize to Massa right now. Apologize. Massa, he didn't mean it. Massa, he didn't mean it. We scared, Massa. We scared. The Most High has instructed us to not fear. Fear not. You want to know why this event was significant? Because we did not fear. There was no hesitation. What if such and such has guns? And fear not. What if, fear not. See, they're scared now because every resource is running out, and it's going to run out, family. It's running out, family. When Europe runs out, who do you think has to backstop Europe or is going to be in the direct line of sight of ire? This place. They're afraid. They knew they bit off way more than they could chew. And we were all watching it when we were all witnessing it. And here we are at this time. And we knew we were going to be paying for it. And that's okay. Maybe the gas went up a little bit, energy went up a little bit. Okay. But the Most High is going to provide. Change your perspective. Okay. Hallelujah. The Most High is still in control. They know that they need us and other African nations. They know that. But their system of control is sliding. It's faulty. And now they are in trouble. They are in trouble. And we understood that. This is the textbook play. Let's
get our scary folks in here. Let's talk about other people's channels on other people's channels. That's not going to happen. Not on Brother Karras's watch. And let me tell you, I'll be reading these comments as I'm going over this stuff. Him mean. Him not nice. Ooze, I'm telling masters on you. You know what masters gonna think. People are scared because Master is scared. We scared, boss. We scared. I see these prophecies, boss. We scared of these prophecies, right, boss? Right, boss? Boss, I can't have my big house because of these prophecies, boss. I was actually more surprised that there weren't brothers trying to get up in there to try to fight the other brothers that was protecting the brother. They were cheering on. You can do it, massa. Whip them black folks, massa. No, massa, you're going down. No, leave massa alone. Oh, uh, man. If you heard in the video, shout out to Sister E. I was able to see most of the commentary, the video she put together. Shout out to Sister E. If you heard the video, the commentary was of support. It was a support, and honestly, it was a united front to stand up against wickedness. That was their fear. You stood up against wickedness. I don't like that. I don't like how that goes. I don't know what happened. I don't know that. Yeah, you do. You know the story. You see the story. You see the commentation. You see the video. But they can't overtly condemn.
They can't do it. They know what they're doing. It's still yet to be determined. Just know they cannot overtly condemn the wickedness. That's like saying, well, I'm going to cut off my right arm. I'm not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I don't know what happened. I do you understand what the Most High is doing? He's showing you their folly. He's showing you their heart. He's showing you their inward parts. And it was funny when I was taking my son somewhere and he was watching the video, and then the mayor had said, we don't really know, we can neither confirm nor deny. No, they don't want to speak out against the wickedness. They can't speak out against the wickedness. And now here's the problem that they really don't understand: the world is seeing the wickedness. And they're saying, oh man, they're not speaking out against this wickedness. And they could clearly see it was a wicked act. They could clearly see for actually, it wasn't 5 minutes, it was about like 3 or 4 minutes. It was a while of our brother trying to explain. First, he was staying nights, but he was getting frustrated. Because why? Because the people were frustrated on the boat. Their frustrations were being heard, and they absolutely did not care. See, vanity doesn't care who you are. White supremacy and vanity are hand in hand. It doesn't care who you are. White folks are collateral damage of vanity. Whatever. You serve the good, you serve the purpose. And now white folks are beginning to realize this vanity system isn't working out for them either. So they tried to label it nicely. Although it's it's the elites. Okay. If you say so, whatever keeps you up or allows you to go to sleep at night, I don't care. You're now just understanding your system that you have supported does not care about you. Well, it's the elites that don't care. Okay. It has to take us to fight against wickedness, because if not, that's the system that they will continually condone. And they make no qualms about it. No qualms about it. Psalms 53. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Elohim. There is no Yahuwah. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. We're dealing with the foolish nation. Now you're starting to see the fullness of the foolishness. Yahuwah looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek Yahuwah. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread. They have not called upon Yahuwah. There were they in great fear, where no fear was. For Yahuwah hath scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because Yahuwah hath despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When Yahuwah bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's Psalms 53, family. And I'm getting goosebumps. Hallelujah. The Most High is not playing in this time. We're seeing this change happen. And this change, family, was designed that we will never be going back into slavery, captivity, ever again. And that's what they are truly afraid of. It's a fearful thing for them. It's a sight to behold for us. Yahuwah's put them to shame. Everything that they've done, everything that they're trying to do, Yahuwah's putting to shame. They're trying so hard to go after Niger. Yahuwah's is going to put them to shame. No one is saying to go on out there. I'm not condoning to go on out there and have quarrels or, interactions. I'm not saying that. But just as Sister E has said, I'm I second that. Be prepared to defend yourself. Their season of reaping is here and they know it. And what do you think they're going to do first? They're going to go after the vulnerable population, the women, the children, and the elderly. So watch out for your family members in your community. Be on guard, pay attention to the interactions that they're having amongst them. If they have frustration on their faces, go up to them and say, "Hey, is everything okay? Are you okay? Is everything all right?" Those simple words. Can I help you with anything? Those are the words that we lost as a people. Being able and willing to help each other, to support each other, to check on each other. Hey, are you good? Are you okay? Is everything good? What can you tell me what the problem is? Something's wrong. Can you Well, it's not your business. That's what they always like to say. It's not your business. Well, that's fine. But when I see that she's in despair, I'll make it in my business. By the power of the George Floyd, I'm making it my business act. What? Yeah, it's called the George Floyd, I'm making it my business act. They'll come in. If you didn't know that, they'll come in and they'll gang up and they don't expect the same from us. They're like, I thought we programmed that out of you. I thought we broke that out of you in these generations. This isn't the first pull up. It's not going to be the last pull up. It was just in this particular one, you literally had a 360-degree angle. I'm telling you, since social media, our people have been good at directing and producing live or content from all the angles. Yep, we need this angle here. Yep, we need this punch tone there. Yep, we need. There is no ambiguity. No, we're cutting to this angle, and then we dissect it. Yeah, you see how this punch is thrown. Look, the pivot on his right toe, and his forefoot, and how that shoulder was launched, and you know, you see that uppercut right there. Clearly, that connection to the chin. Yeah, he tried to lean, but he leaned into the uppercut. That's not how you protect yourself. You have now folks doing the whole analysis. This is a HBO Boxing After Dark special where we're gonna put a spotlight. Oh, please do, Ninja Firewolf. I'd definitely appreciate that. Hallelujah. The joy of Yahuwah is our strength. Hallelujah. Well, family, I definitely appreciate you stopping on in here with me. I know I got things started a little later. I thank the Most High that He gave me the countenance to come on today. But yes, family, this is a different time. It's a different time, family. So continue to pray for one another, support one another. So, with that said, family, yes, Most High willing, I will be back on tomorrow. We have Building Bridges coming up on Thursday night. And QQA Friday will be on this Friday. I'm just going to tell you, a lot of things are happening worldwide. That's it. A lot of things are going on worldwide. Don't think that we're just because we're in the US, we're not affecting things worldwide. Oh, we definitely are. Yes, we are. Y'all just didn't understand the power that we had in our mouths because they didn't want us to think we weren't as powerful as they made us to believe that we weren't. We are very powerful. Our voices have a lot of reach. So, with that said, Most High willing, I'll be back on tomorrow. And with that, Shalom, Salama, Siemi, Shalom, peace and blessings. Yasharel.